Let's talk about Ghosts of the Sargasso. Another crucial season 1 episode, and we're introduced to another long-stay character in the pirate camp. The episode starts with a flashback to Jonah's venture, and he is watching as one of his sorcerer inventions crashes towards the ocean.
I can't keep it together, Dr. Venture.
And we hear the pilot, Major Tom, crying out for help. And probably my favourite Bowie reference the show has to offer is this whole sequence of events.
I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go.
And I've got a video somewhere, the link in the description, where you can watch the Venture Brothers sing Space Oddity, because that was a weird weekend I spent doing that once.
Ground control to Major Tom. Your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom?
And as the tragic scene continues, there's one of the few moments we see Jonah's venture not being truly evil. At this point in the show, maybe he isn't the monster we all know him to be now.
Can you hear me, Major Tom?
Cut to present day, Rusty is not living up to his father's image, as he is the small, frail man who can't even wear clothes properly.
One more, Pop.
Need one with me next to the Metasonic locator?
No, I need one where your suit isn't writing up. Well,
We then see Rusty entering a futuristic diving suit as he prepares to plummet into the ocean below to
Saucer my dad lost here. He never patented it. One flyboy goes boom and he scrapped the whole project out of respect for the dad.
find one of his father's old inventions. And we can sort of assume that that diving suit is probably his dad's as well. And the boat.
800 meters of black liquid funeral lies between me and...
And he's trying to make himself sound as cool as possible, potentially living up to his father's image, as he prepares to dive under.
Journal entry 1. As my loyal family and bodyguard lower me toward the indifferent ocean.
Dean's on control of the radio, Brock's in position to lower him, and Hank's in control.
Hank, what are you doing?
sorry, Dad.
But it's an old boat that Rusty's probably never done maintenance on, so the controls break.
Just try to be a little more gentle, please. I'm already starting to...
Dock plummets towards the deep ocean floor, and the rope burns all of the skin off Brock's hands.
I'm in and I totally bashed my head.
And after Brock bandages up his hands, he goes to see Dean and tells him that he doesn't think his father will survive more than an hour in the depths of the Bermuda Triangle.
I give him about an hour before he panics and begs us to haul him up.
Okay, guys, I can hear all of this.
But Rusty prepares his Metasonic locator to vibrate time to
They not only vibrate the water, they vibrate time.
reveal the truth of what happened to his father's experiment and to make some dollar bills. But if in Season 1 Doc can manage to vibrate time, in Season 7 finish a teleporter, maybe he will master time travel for the movie. I kind of hope so. And as the boys go to sleep, Brock finishes communications off with Doc, telling him that Dean maybe has a bladder problem and something impossible has just come up in front of the boat.
You'd think Dean might have a bladder infection or something. Now, hold on, Doc. I think I see something that makes no sense.
Hank takes Dean's advice and starts to pee off the helipad, and then we see it. And then pirates start to invade the X2. Brock, in typical Brock fashion, starts to prepare himself to take out the pirate invaders.
Rock! Pirates on the X2!
Smooth, Hank.
Hank unfortunately alerts him to Brock's location. Hank, upon realizing that pirates are real, starts to question everything he's been told. Maybe Santa's real, the Tooth Fairy, elves? Who knows?
If pirates really exist, I mean, Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy could even be real, right?
Dean is roused from his bed as a spooky ghost pirate frightens him heart to death.
Ghost pirate!
Leave this ship at once!
But Brock's there, and he murders the ghost pirate, beating the crap out of this rubber-masked man. And the other pirates are helpless, as all of their tools are made out of cardboard.
Crap, he's getting his ass kicked. Let's go save him.
Crazy? My sword's made of cardboard.
In true fake ghost pirate fashion. And Then we are introduced to the pirate captain, who has taken Dean hostage.
I'm sure he doesn't want to see what his child is made of.
And tells Brock that he will show him what his boy is really made of.
I mean, really what he's made of. Not like a test of his metal, I mean. I'm gonna spill his...
got it the first time.
And complains that Brock doesn't follow the ghost pirate rules of running away and getting scared.
By the rules. The ghost pirate rules! And just ran away!
As he stands above the corpse of this murdered man in a rubber mask.
Hey, is that guy dead?
Yeah, probably.
But he's no ghost!
Meanwhile, Rusty is complaining that using this suit to walk through the ocean floor is kind of like walking inside a fat kid. Strange analogy? Wonder if Rusty's ever done that before.
Like trying to walk around inside a giant fat kid.
But using the Metasonic locator, he vibrates time and brings the ghost of Major Tom back to life. Before he himself is clammed.
I seem to have stepped into some sort of undersea chewing gum.
And Jonas is probably proud of him, bringing people back to life. Oh, what a venture tradition. We see Brock in the brig of the pirate ship, but he has a secret weapon.
I'm here. Where are you? Are you being keel-hauled? Have they removed your fingernails and...
Hank, who his immediate instruction is to be less Hank.
Hank, if there was ever a time in your life I needed you not to be Hank, it's now.
Hank realizes this is probably the greatest moment of his life so far, being chosen by the one and only Brock Sampson to carry out a solo mission.
This could be the single greatest moment of my life.
And Brock explains that whatever Hank does, he should not light a cigarette, because he's clearly got them on his mind at this point.
Whatever you do, don't light a cigarette. A good sniper can see a hot cherry for miles.
The pirate captain explains to Dean that he doesn't want to cause any problems, he just wants that boat.
I just want your boat.
And he invites Dean to sit on his lap as he tells him that his ghost pirate story.
Sit on my lap, son. It's story time.
I don't want to sit on your lap.
Fine, don't.
That their pirate ship has been stuck here for 10 years in the dreaded Sargasso.
That pirate ship out there hasn't moved an inch in, like, forever.
And the only treasure they've found is from raided ships.
He's like, oh no, ghost pirates! And then you'd abandon ship.
No one's bringing anything good across the Bermuda Triangle at the moment. They found a shipment of leg eggs and people...
Gold doubloons and pieces of 8?
Think about it, kid. Who ships doubloons across the Bermuda Triangle these days?
And his pirate crew are still wearing the stockings as hats.
Shipment of legs eggs. Some of the boys still wear the pantyhose as sashes and headbands.
We then see the ghost of Major Tom aboard the X2, howling into the night. Hank spots 2 pirates and finds Brock's knife, but Brock tells him he's not ready yet, as he explains how to knock a man unconscious with your bare hands.
Found your knife?
Leave it. You're not ready now. I want you to put your hand around your throat, Hank.
All right.
We find out Doc has vomited on himself, and Brock has the key to power the X2 back up.
The blanket of warm vomit that previously kept the icy chill at bay has hardened to a sticky shell. Thankfully, the stench has faded.
As Dean tries to tell a tall tale about a secret army of guys led by Brock on board the ship.
He's hiding and waiting to save me. With guys.
We then find Hank has in fact knocked out both of these pirates. Maybe he really will become a future Brock. He is rather talented.
To the twist, you'll feel a snap, and the body goes ragdoll on you.
And that will knock him out? Even more?
Brock tells the pirates that the key to the ship is in fact up his butt, and both of the pirates look very concerned, as one of them's going to have to get right in there.
It's up my ass.
Are you serious?
Why don't you check?
Doc manages to escape from this nightmare clam. As his robot legs explode, he manages to stumble across his father's saucer.
No way! Journal entry 57! Oh, how they scoffed!
We then see our pirate start to swab the poop deck, as one of them puts their arm up Brock's arse.
I can't believe I gotta swab the poop dick.
Brock tells the pirates he'd kill for one of their cigarettes to help him relax.
Buddy, I'd kill for one of those right about now.
My last pack.
It'll help me relax.
It's been a few hours since he's had one, and we know Brock is probably having some withdrawal symptoms at this point. But they won't give them to him, so Brock does what he has to do.
Screw him! Pirates don't give people cigarettes!
He tenses his butt muscles, capturing one pirate and then using him to kill the other. With his actual insane skills. Brock told them he'd kill for one of those cigarettes.
I told you what I'd do for one of these.
Brock threatens the captain, and the captain sets about hijacking the ship.
Not the way this is supposed to go down. Wow, I've never hot-wired a hydrofoil before.
And he does it with surprising ease. And as he sets off, the anchor that is rusty gets caught on some rocks, and we see his suit start to slowly fill with water.
Brock, what the bow?
The pirate captain, now realizing they're stuck, starts to head across the boat, finds two of his men tied up in a bow knot.
What kind of expert bodyguard ties men up with big bows?
And he questions the ability of a professional bodyguard who does this. And then we spy the ghost of Major Tom howling at Hank.
A real ghost?
Dean asks the pirate captain to shoot it, but of course his gun is made of plastic.
It's plastic! And that's a ghost!
But, as one of the show's better characters, as in morally good, the pirate captain risks his life to save Hank.
You live by the ghost, you die by the ghost.
You live by the ghost, you die by the ghost. But of course nothing happens. This ghost doesn't seem to want to do anything. Hank takes it upon himself to call the person who knows the most about ghosts, Dr. Orpheus, who's magically cooking frittatas for his little girl.
Dr. Orpheus, master of mysticism. Oh, hello, Hank.
Dean explains to the pirate captain that this is just the necromancer that lives in their back garden.
Who's that he's talking to?
Well, he's a necromancer. He lives in my backyard.
We see Doc complaining that puberty is where his life started to go wrong, as he didn't follow in his father's footsteps, becoming this 6-foot tall, giant scientist of a man.
Death's casual hand to finish the job that fate began at my uneventful puberty.
Dr. O reads through Jonas's old files, finding out this is Major Tom, and tells Hank that, like in the movie Ghost, he knows how to solve this.
You've seen Ghost. The rest is cake. Do you have a pen?
To use as a magic wand!
To use as a pen, Hank.
Hank rings up Major Tom's wife, Jeannie.
Hello,
Hello?
Mrs. Tom?
And Brock burns the pirate ship to ash. Jeannie then asks Major Tom nicely to leave the Venture Boys alone, and he seems to be finding his peace after all these years.
Time to go. Leave the Venture family alone, honey.
But the Action Man steps in and informs Major Tom that his wife has remarried to him, to one of his former teammates. And Major Tom seems to get even angrier. Maybe now he'll bring his ghostly revenge upon the Ventures.
That was almost 30 years ago. You're dead. JD's remarried. To me, actually.
But Brock Sampson is aboard, and with a swift 1-2 he knocks Major Tom back to the depths of the ocean. He kills the ghost and almost the pirate captain.
Well, we could have done that.
Doc leaves a final message to his boys where he almost tells them he loves them.
If you're listening to this, boys, I just want you both to know
Before being spooked by the reanimated corpse of Major Tom. After credits scene, we see Doc back aboard the X2 safe and sound.
Quiet!
crazy eyes! Accusing! No.
And the boys make the pirate captain ask very nicely for a ride back to shore, as they finish off with a go team venture that both Brock and the pirate captain question.
Listen, you know, the whole pirate thing is behind me now, and plus you kind of killed Steve and burnt my ship, so if you could give us a lift out of here, I figured we'd just call it squaresies.
All right.
Go Team Venture!
I don't know, they just do that.
Boom, I did another one. I'm going to keep these going. Please keep leaving comments and stuff. I think this is really fun.